Thank you very much for that, Adam.
6 minutes past 8, New Zealand's Prime Well, very powerful a speech there. Our correspondent Phil Mercer is in Christchurch for us now. Morning to you. What else did she say?
The UK has pledged to donate up to £6 million in aid to assist rescue efforts across several African nations after they were hit by Cyclone Idai. More than one
In some ways you think they're sort of stereotypes, but you very much were talking about, you know, you didn't want to talk, all the rest of it. How do you get that change? You know, because you were in a really desperate state at that point, weren't you? How do you get people to start conversations before that? How did you respond to those direct questions? Was it difficult at the time?
Encouraging advice, because often it's hard to know what to say. So even sometimes how to listen and how to respond when you hear those things for the first time.
Absolutely. I think there is a bit of a sort of fear that you might make the situation worse, but we know that is
an ongoing process.
It is, yes. There's no overnight cure. It's not something that I think I'll never feel again. To be honest, they're all
people watching. It can't be easy talking about stuff like this. But thank you so much for coming on today. I really hope that you may have helped somebody, a family, an individual, maybe many people too as well.
Thank you. 18 minutes past 8.
Carol has the weather for us. Good morning to you, Carol. How are you?
A little bit. Thank you very much, Carol.
We're going to stay with the weather, but one of our top stories today, and the effects of Cyclone Idai. It's claimed many lives, more than 1,000 people just in Mozambique alone.
Yep, it's swept through a number of African countries, and the UK has pledged up to £6 million in
down there, but really important to try and find out exactly what Save the Children are doing there. And Daisy telling us about hundreds of thousands of people, and children particularly, who are in real danger at the moment, trying to get to them, trying to access them, and then the supply and the sort of relief effort, trying to get them food and keep them warm and housed as well.
And we do know that the government here is doing...
Crucially. Thank you.
Well done. And I just want to say happy birthday again to you, Dan, because I feel really bad about the lack of cake, but I'm going to sort it out.
You have bought in this very expensive gift. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Can you see that? There it is. Thank you. It's lovely, that, isn't it? Eh? Lovely.
No expense spared from Mr. Walker.
Thank you. It's lovely.
Hi, John.
Really spoil you, don't we?
It's a lovely touch.
Really spoil you.
Don't spend it all at
Celebrating later?
Yeah, well, kids want to go for some pancakes later. So
is it waffles or pancakes?
Well, you can have. It's one of those places where you can have waffles or pancakes.
Wow.
We like to throw the boat out, the Walker family.
I think the Welsh team probably had a little more than pancakes and waffles.
Yes, it might have been
maybe a few beers.
A liquid refreshment.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm not...
Who asked for it, and would you still do it, or would you give it to the organisations now who try and help? Thank you very much for that.
Thank you very much. And 60 Days on the Streets continues this Thursday at Channel 4 at 9 o'clock.
Should we find out for the final time on BBC Breakfast this morning what's happening with the weather? Carol is with us once again. Good morning. Oh, and Easington Aussie from Hartlepool has sent you in a picture.
Watch out for all those, they're not plunging, are they? Slightly lower temperatures. Thank you, Carol. Thank you.
Steph has been in York this morning looking at the UK hospitality industry, and she's been sort of sharing breakfast with various people.
She has, yes. Good morning.
In a dinosaur jumper. Good morning to you once again, Steph. It's live pigeon. Look, can we show you? This is Billy Whiz. Look at Billy Whiz.
And start in the same place, and then what happens? Explain.
Well, the pigeons...
Armando's particularly good. It's his what? Endurance, his speed. What is it?
Yeah,
I
do remember it. Yeah.
Go on.
Yeah.
Mustly, you snicketing, floppy-eared hound. When courage is needed, you're never around. Those feathers you wear on your moth-eaten chest should be there for bungling, of which you are best. So, stop the pigeon. Yeah?
I remember it well.
Why weren't you joining in there, Ian? I was going solo there.
I'll leave it to you.
I think we're there.
Pigeons than I did
So
24 hours
When I woke
ago.
up this morning, I did not know how much I would know at the end of the day about pigeons. Brilliant. Thank you.
It's lovely, wasn't it? 6 minutes past 9. We've got just one more guest left for you, but we'll do that after
We're talking about maths. And,
Oh, yes.
And errors, big errors.
Is there mirth in maths?
Yes.
Yes,
As it turns
there
out.
will be.
Time now to get the last brief look at the news, weather and travel wherever you are.
Good morning, welcome back. Now, maths is something that many used to dread at school. You might be dreading it today, but whether you love it or hate it, you probably wouldn't think it makes good material for a stand-up routine, unless you are our next guest, Mr. Matt Parker.
He's laughing. Once upon a time, he was a secondary school teacher. These days, he's more at home on stage and has thousands of followers online. We're going to talk to you in a moment. First of all, here's one of his YouTube videos on one of his favourite topics. Spreadsheet.
I use a spreadsheet to maintain that top 10 favourite spreadsheets.
So you've written a book as well. It's called Humble Pie, which is a really great title. And you talk about how important, how little mistakes in maths can make really big problems.
Yeah, because having a...
Certainly is. Thank you very much indeed. It's lovely to meet you. Matt's book is called Humble Pie, P-I, a comedy of maths errors.
That is it from us. Thank you very much for being with us. We're both back from 6 o'clock tomorrow.
Yeah, until then, have a lovely day. Goodbye.